All right, let's dive into something that's changing the game in the world of mobile advertising. We're talking about a company that's making ads so incredibly smart, it almost feels like they know what you're thinking. And that company is called Affle.
You know that feeling, right? You're just scrolling, maybe you were just talking about wanting a new pair of headphones, and boom, an ad for those exact headphones pops up. It can be a little spoopy, for sure, but it also points to something really powerful happening in advertising.
I mean, what if, instead of being this constant, annoying thing we have to skip, ads were actually helpful? What if they could connect you to stuff you genuinely want or need, right when you're looking for it? Well, that's the big idea that Applefy is built on.
Their whole mission is to create ads that feel like they were made just for you. And this isn't some kind of random guesswork. Nope, it's a super specific, performance-driven approach that completely flips the old way of advertising on its head.
So you might be wondering, how do they make money? Well, they use a model called CPCU, which stands for Cost Per Converted User. And honestly, this is a total game changer. It means brands don't just pay for a click or an impression. They only pay Affle when someone actually buys something, or signs up, or completes a real transaction. This way, everybody wins, and it builds this incredible trust, because Affle only gets paid when their clients see real results.
So how in the world do they pull this off? It's not magic, it's some seriously smart technology. Let's get into how their AI superpower actually works.
The process itself is pretty simple to understand. First, a brand uses Affle's platform to show you an ad that's actually relevant to you. Step 2, you see that ad and you take action. You make a purchase, you sign up for a service. And step 3, and this is the most important part, only then does the brand pay Affle. It's a system built entirely on delivering real, measurable results, period. And the engine driving all of this is their own patented AI tech called Optics AI. This is the brain behind the whole operation. It sifts through billions of anonymous data points to figure out what users might want, and then delivers those perfectly timed, super relevant ads. Now, you'd expect a model this powerful would get the attention of some pretty big players, right? Well, when you see who trusts Affle with their business, you'll see a list that covers all kinds of industries, all across the globe. And we're talking about huge names, everything from on-demand groceries in India with Swiggy Instamart, to digital banking way over in Latin America with Naranja X, to one of the biggest retailers in all of Africa, Pick and Pay. This is not some small niche thing, it's a global powerhouse. And that global reach is so important. Affle's tech isn't just in 1 or 2 markets. No way. It's on billions of devices across India, the Americas, Africa, and way beyond. They are right at the forefront of connecting brands with people, no matter where they are in the world.
Okay, and check this out. This fact really tells you everything you need to know about their credibility. In a world where we're all, thinking more about data privacy, Affle is one of only 4 companies on the entire planet that is officially certified by Apple to run privacy-first ads on iOS. That is a massive stamp of approval.
Okay, so the tech is impressive, the client list is incredible, but does it actually work financially? For anyone interested in the business side of this, the numbers tell a really compelling story. Let's take a look. Let's start right at the top. In just the second quarter of fiscal year 2026, Affle pulled in 646.7 crore rupees in revenue. That's a huge number on its own, but it's the growth behind it that's truly stunning. So that big revenue number? It's actually a 19.1% jump from the exact same time last year. Seeing that kind of double-digit growth is a massive sign of a healthy, thriving tech company. This table gives us a fantastic snapshot of their financial health. So you can see that revenue growth we just talked about, but look at the profitability. Their EBITDA, which is basically a measure of operating profit, shot up by almost 29%, and their profit after tax grew by over 20%. Plus, their profit margin actually got bigger, which just shows how incredibly efficient they are. And this slide makes it crystal clear where all that success is coming from. A massive 97.7% of their revenue comes from that AI-powered CPCU model we've been talking about. They are completely laser-focused on what they do best, and man, is it paying off. So, with this kind of growth and this kind of profitability, what's next for Affle? Well, they aren't just aiming for a little bit of steady growth. They have a vision that is, well, it's huge. This comes straight from the company itself. Their official goal is to become 10 times bigger over the next decade, and they're planning to do it by pushing their AI even further, expanding to more places around the world, and making smart company acquisitions. So, when you boil it all down, the key takeaway is this.
Affle isn't just another company selling ads. By making advertising more useful and totally results-driven, they are fundamentally changing how brands and you and I connect with each other in this digital world, and they're doing it on a massive global scale.
And all of this leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. As our lives get more and more digital, the battle for our attention is only going to get more intense. The companies that figure out how to connect with us in a way that feels meaningful and relevant, like Apple is trying to do, they're going to have a huge advantage. The race is definitely on.